Welcome to my vlog. My name is Bryan. I am a 60-year-old who is trying to get back into shape. A year ago, I was 243 pounds. I've dropped about 50 pounds with the help of Mounjaro and a little bit of exercise. My last Ironman was 14 years ago. I've done 12 of those Ironman. And 8 weeks ago, I decided I really need to get back into shape. So I started this 8-week journey. This is week 8. I've been keeping track or vlogging on each of them, doing the day, what I did, and then how I felt. So this is the final week 8. I'm going to have, not at the end of this video, but I'm going to set up another video that goes through how the whole 8 weeks went. But this is this 8 weeks. Enjoy week 8. It wasn't easy. Front of the week done. What can I say? I was supposed to go for a bike ride. My daughter's flying in. I've got to go to the airport. I've got to pick her up. Run went really well. I think I had the best run I've had in a long time, 6:50 pace. Have a funny story though. We went to a movie yesterday, Melania, and we show up Orange County. It's at the Loft. It's at the fashion, whatever place they call it. So we get up. This happened the first time it's ever happened to me, and it'll never happen to me again. So it's worth remembering. We got up to the front and the woman said, seniors discount? Asking if we were seniors. And of course I had two things. Number one is if I say yes, I save $2. And if I say, hey, what do you think? I'm a senior. So of course I took the $2. Today's ride is done. Had a little adversity out of the gate. I forgot to mention last time I went on a bike ride, I got a flat tire. Thank goodness it was just when I got home. So I hadn't changed it. I'm ready to go for a bike ride. It's cooler today. It's probably about 14. And so I remembered, oh man, I've got to get that bike tire fixed. So take it all off and put in a new tube. I look, oh man, I've got 38 centimeter tires and the tube is made for like 25. So I'm like, oh man, it took me a while to take it off because I'm not used to doing road bikes. Anyway, I chat GPT, it says it's not good, blah, blah, blah. So I figured, well, I guess I have to go to the bike store to get a bigger tube. And then I thought, hey, no, wait a second, I have patches. So I go and I take the tire apart again and put it in the water, and my pump didn't work. It's one of those electric ones. So I had to try to blow the tire up like a balloon with my mouth. Anyway, I was able to get it big enough that it ended up, I found the hole. And so then I patched it up, I put it on the bike, got out, did the ride. It was nice, it was windy, good wattage. And yeah, got her done, success. I did have to pull an audible. I didn't mention it too much yesterday because I had to pick my daughter up. So I was supposed to bike ride yesterday, but because I had to pick her up and I only had so much time, I ran. So today I did the bike ride. Sometimes you got to flip it. Anyway, some good advice from my buddy Simon Cross, who he's the guy that I keep talking about, that his times and everything are just amazing, just blow my mind. He's in better shape now, it looks, from his times in years past, but he was mentioning about the Achilles, and I forgot about that, where he would do like 70 calf raises before. So my calf is bothering me today again, left calf. So I'm going to start doing that. And I think for me, what solved it in the past was when I went to LA Fitness and I would do those, calf raises and stuff like that. I think that's the issue. Anyway, success. Now it's chill time. Okay, I'm starting to feel like an athlete, and I'll tell you why. My Achilles is so sore. It's an injury. Now I can say I'm in training, because that's how you get an injury, as you train. So today was a bit of a wipeout. I couldn't run Achilles. I don't want to wreck it anymore. I couldn't bike. It was too frickin' cold out and rainy, and there's no way I'm going to do that. So I went for a short walk. I thought by walking I'd loosen it up. Went with Allison. I went with my daughter who's here visiting. It loosened it up a little, but not too much. And then I thought, okay, this is what I'll do. I'll go to LA Fitness because I know I need to start doing some weights like calf raises, things like that. And the one thing I forgot that I haven't done that I used to always do is I need to stretch after I run and work out. That's probably a big problem of why I'm experiencing this. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, I was going to go to LA Fitness. I just remembered, but I was so tired this morning. You know, I wake up at about 4:30 in the morning to start working on East Coast time. So I don't know why, but I was just wiped today. So I thought, okay, tonight I'm going to just lie down on the couch. I think around 6:30 or so. I'm going to have a little sleep, kind of get my head going, and then I'm going to get out and I'm going to go to LA Fitness. Next thing you know, I open my eyes like 3 hours later. It's like 9:30, and LA Fitness then closes at 10, so it wasn't possible. Anyway, that's my excuse, and I'm going to stay with it. I did two things today. I went to LA Fitness and I did a workout, and then I got back and I did a bike ride. The reason I didn't run today was because of my Achilles. It's really hurting me. And the reason I did two workouts today was because yesterday I fell asleep and I wanted to get to the gym and I didn't. And the one thing that you will find if you miss a workout, or at least I do, if I miss a workout, man, that just makes me more motivated to do things tomorrow. So that's how it went today. Week 8, Saturday, long ride, done. Yeah, accomplished that. So here's the deal. Last night I was so tired that I fell asleep on the couch. Here's how tired I was, and I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but it's never happened to me before, only if I'm drunk. So I went to bed. I got up. I was so tired. I went to bed. I couldn't take my clothes off. I fell asleep with my clothes on. The only time I've ever done that, I've done it many times, is if I've had too much to drink, and then you go there and you wake up with your clothes on. So anyway, that was me, how tired I was. So I slept for probably about 12 hours just trying to recover. Today's ride, really nice. It's getting back warmer here. Got out, had to wear the gloves for the first time. Power was great. 202 watts was my total power. I still think there's a problem with my wattage meter. I can't believe it's that because I'm not going really quick. Here's the wind. Over, really, it was 26.9 kilometers an hour that I ended up doing. My goal was 26, so I accomplished that. There you go. Now, Sunday run done. What can I say? I woke up. I can hardly sit on the toilet. My butt is so sore. My legs, everything is so sore. It started from working out at on Friday at LA Fitness, buttocks doing the lunges. The bike ride yesterday added to it, and then today I woke up and I couldn't even move. Like, I mean, it was bad. So I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, my Achilles feels a little bit better. I haven't really run on it much. I was stretching it. Before I went out, I started doing the calf raises. And I figured, you know what, this is the last run of an 8-week program. This is Sunday, make it good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to hit my goal. The goal was to run in the 6-minute pace, something in the 6 minutes. I have to look. But I figured, you know what, I'm just going to push myself out the door. Lo and behold, I have the best run that I've had since starting this whole thing. I averaged a 6:36 pace for over, and I think it's an hour and 17 minutes, something like that. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that. And it just shows, like, you get these breakthroughs when you least expect it. I just look at the weight loss that I've had, the muscle gain that I've had, the walking to running that now I can run, the biking, the watts. There's just so many things that have happened in these last 8 weeks that have been pretty incredible. And now I've got to look at, okay, what's week 9, week 10, week 11 going to look like? Anyway, Sunday done, really proud of myself. And it didn't start off that way. Week 8 is done. It's in the record book. So what's the recap, a summary of this week? I've got to tell you, it was a tough week and there were some ups and downs. It is week 8, so, it was hurting. I was seeing the gains. I went through it. My Achilles was starting to get injured, but I started looking at the pros. And the pros were, I did not quit. The pros were, I had some goals. I wanted to do like a 26-kilometer plus bike ride on the long bike ride. And I wanted to be in the 6 minutes something for the long run. And I accomplished that. It was surprising because I didn't think, knew I had a shot on the bike because I've been cycling well, the wattage was high, but I really didn't know about the run because my Achilles heel has been killing me. And um, yeah, I just didn't know. And the runs for me have all been in the 7 minutes, 7:13s, things like that. So on the pros, I look at it and I say, mentally, I got through the week. And I looked at it and I go, you know what, man, you've done 60 days, well, roughly 60 days, 8 weeks, 2 months. And you look back, and when you started this, you couldn't run, you were walking all the time, and walk, run, keep the heart rate. You started in kind of the snow, the cold weather. Now it's gotten a lot nicer that I'm here for, a couple of months in Southern California. So that's a real win. My legs have gotten a lot stronger. I look at them in the mirror and it's like, wow, they're starting to come along. There's actually on one of my legs, on my thigh, I always knew I was in good shape. There's a pretty strong sort of vein that pops out when I start doing bike riding, as strange as it sounds. It's maybe like a turkey, when you've got the little pop out thing when the turkey's ready. Well, I'm starting to see that. And on the con side, injury, but you work through it. And maybe that's a pro. It just shows, like, I always remembered when I was in great shape, you're going, even if I had an injury in my leg or whatever, I would run in the pool. Now, I'm not that crazy anymore. It's not Psychoville. I just want to get in good shape. But all in all, it was up and down. I slept like crazy, man. This week has been hibernation time. I was looking at my app and it was saying like 9, 10 hours of sleep all weekend long. During the week, I can't do that. And I think I had mentioned that one day I fell asleep with my clothes on. That's how tired and exhausted I was. So, now I'm going to set a new goal. I'm not going to stop. There's week 9 and beyond. So I've got to put that together. Next week, I'm not sure. I may make it a little bit lighter as a recovery week or do more weights or whatnot. But I've got to say, I'm pretty proud of myself that I've gotten through 8 weeks straight. I did what I set my mind out to do. Weight-wise, another one. Yesterday I weighed down at about 191. I think I started this journey around it was 192 basically. This morning was 193. It goes up and down, but for all intents and purposes, I'm probably about 192. So when I got here, I was like 196, 197. So I've dropped at least, 3 or 4 pounds, which is pretty good. And I'm still eating healthy, eating at least 2,000, well, probably 2,200 calories a day. Got to say, week 8 is done. It's in the record books, and I'm proud of myself.